In this video, I'm either going to successfully predict the future, or I'm going to successfully show you how delusional I am. We'll see. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Payton. It is nice to meet you. It is nice to see you, and welcome to the corner. 2024 is here. It is going to be our year, everybody. I am so excited, and it is going to be such a huge year for cozy gaming. Now, one of my favorite things about the start of a new year is seeing people's predictions for what's going to happen in the year ahead. This is definitely something really big I've been seeing on TikTok and on Twitter, and it's usually done to predict pop culture events, maybe world events that are going on, where people sit down and they make a fun list of things they think might happen in the year to come, and then at the end of the year, we look back and see what actually happened. Now, when I was seeing all of these predictions for things that might happen in 2024, I couldn't help but think about cozy gaming. Because while we know about so many amazing things that are happening confirmed in the world of cozy gaming, there's also so many fun, exciting, speculations that are going on. So today, I made you my own list of predictions for cozy gaming news. Now, this list is just for funsies. I know nothing. I have no insider knowledge about anything. I'm just a girl who likes cozy games and has delusions. So please just know nothing in this video has been confirmed. Before we get into it though, please be sure to click the lovely little like button as well as subscribe for more cozy, chaotic content. And if you want to see me play cozy games live, I live stream on this YouTube channel several times a week and we'd love to see you to stream. Okay, I'll shut up and let's start out with my predictions/delusions. Now, my first prediction is probably the most simple out of all of the ones on the list, but I think it's where we need to start. This one is the one I'm most confident about, and that is prediction number 1, cozy gaming continues to thrive and is on the rise. Now, cozy gaming and cozy games have existed way longer than, just last year in 2023. But I think that in 2023, the buzzword and the trendy phrase of cozy gaming really became a thing. I think that before last year, we didn't really have a strong way to categorize these kinds of games. Obviously, there have been huge cozy games before last year with the height of Stardew Valley when it first came out, as well as Animal Crossing New Horizons when it first came out. Cozy gaming has just kind of been the term we've decided to use to describe these things, and I don't think that cozy gaming is just a passing trend. I mean, YouTube itself declared that cozy gaming is on the rise, and you may or may not see a Payton's Corner cameo in that video. I think that our vocab definition of cozy gaming might change and might evolve to include more and more different types of games, but my first prediction is cozy gaming. It's still here. It's not old news, I hope. The next prediction I have is something that's starting to already happen, and it's something that I think is going to continue to happen, not just in the cozy game space. I think this is something we'll continue to see in the gaming space across the board, but, we're talking about cozy games, and that is the rise of AI in cozy games. In case you're unfamiliar, AI stands for artificial intelligence, and AI has been pretty much creeping its way into all areas of our life. Last year, we saw AI robots like ChatGPT become super popular, as well as different sites that use AI to generate art. And it's actually a very controversial topic because in a lot of ways, the AI is coming in to replace artists and writers, and it's a thing that a lot of people are not sure how they feel about. I myself have to admit, I get a little nervous when I think about AI-generated content and AI cozy games, but I am intrigued at what's going on. So specifically, we've seen a couple AI cozy games start to tease that they're coming out. One in particular that was really big that came out for early access last year is a game called Campfire. And this cozy game has adorable little animals that hang out around this campsite. And in the game, you get to imagine your very own dream world by meeting AI villagers, building connections with them. Because the game is AI generated, you can talk to these villagers about pretty much anything to be able to grow your relationship with them over time. Obviously, the aesthetic of this game is very cozy and cutesy, and this is just one example. There are a couple more that have popped up here and there. But what I think is interesting, and I don't know how I feel about it, is the AI gives you the potential to have nearly limitless conversations with the characters. And I have to say, one of my biggest complaints with some of the cozy games I personally love is that the villager interactions just don't go anywhere. Specifically looking at a game like Animal Crossing New Horizons, where there are 400 plus villagers, and yet they say the same repeated lines of dialogue over and over and over again, so much so that I feel like they start to feel less like villagers and more like objects that we know exactly what they're gonna do and how they're gonna behave. I think the same can also be said about some farming sim games that came out last year. Very notably, I was critical of Fae Farm's character interactions, as I feel like they just didn't really go deep enough. So with the possibility of AI-generated dialogue, we can see different kinds of intricate conversations that we've never seen inside of cozy games before. Whether you are on board with the AI or slightly terrified of it like I am, I definitely do predict that we are going to see a rise of it in cozy gaming this year. And heck, I mean, the AI might come to replace me as the cozy game recommending person this year as well. Gosh, I hope not, but we'll have to see what happens. While we're talking about the rise of a particular type of cozy game, I'm predicting we're going to see the rise of more cozy MMO games. In case you're unfamiliar with the MMO terminology, it means massively multiplayer online. And these games are really popular in the gaming space. You might be familiar with games like Minecraft, or games like Fall Guys, or games like Fortnite. And in this past year, we saw a couple cozy MMOs come out. One of them in particular that really took off was Palia, which is a cozy MMO that puts a focus on farming, hunting, decorating, and you can do so either by yourself or in a world full of your friends. We also got the news of a brand new cozy MMO that is in the works in development called Loftia. They had a wildly successful Kickstarter campaign last year, raising a lot of money, and it's a cozy MMO that also has farming and gardening. It has cute animals, decorating, and it puts a focus on sustainability and recycling. There's also the cozy game Sky, which is an MMO that has been super popular on Nintendo Switch. MMOs are typically free-to-play games, which I think is something that makes them very exciting to people because you can play the game for free. They usually have seasonal and frequent updates, as well as you can play along with your friends. We know that Sky, the very popular Nintendo Switch MMO, will be coming to PC this year, and there's actually another really big cozy MMO that we already know is coming out this year. They had the most wildly successful Kickstarter campaign. I heard no one speak about this game, but it is a cozy game called Utopia 8. And this game is an MMO where you are on a planet where your dreams and creativity come to life. You get to build your own circles via audio or video chat with your friends. You'll be able to customize your house and garden, and pretty much just create the planet of your dreams. And I think it's not gonna just stop with the MMOs that I've mentioned. Like I said, I think people have been really enjoying MMOs because they are usually free to play and they offer an opportunity to make friends with other players or build relationships you already have with your friends who enjoy cozy gaming. I've definitely started to get in on the MMO thing this year with Palia. I'm excited for Loftia. It's a new type of game for me, so one I'm definitely interested to see how they develop and which one really is going to be the best. Now, the next prediction is based off of something that is confirmed for this year, and that is that Stardew Valley's 1.6 update brings on the Stardew Valley Renaissance. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with Stardew Valley, it is one of the most quintessential, most iconic games in the cozy game space. It originally came out in 2016, and it is pretty much a farming sim game where your character moves to this new place. You inherit a farm from your grandfather, and it's pretty much the choice of helping small business or joining up with a really large corporation, all while getting to know tons of villagers, being able to romance them, decorate. There's mining, there's fishing, there's a little bit of everything in Stardew Valley. And Stardew Valley's last major update was a couple years ago, and the 1.5 update brought a lot of new content to the game. And we already know that there will be a 1.6 update. It is confirmed. The date is not confirmed, but we do know some of the things that will be in the update. We know that there will be a new major festival and 2 new mini festivals. There'll be new late game content, so if you finished the storyline of the game and you've got nothing to do, no longer, you will have more to do. There'll be new items and recipes. There'll be new JojaMart alternatives and some endgame quests. Hundreds plus new lines of dialogue. See, who needs the AI when the developers are just putting hundreds of new lines in anyway? There'll be winter outfits for the villagers, new rewards for completing billboard requests, PC support for 8 players on multiplayer, and many additional small adjustments, new farm types, new secrets, and more. And we also have the confirmed big chest item, which will allow you to store more items at once. Now, we know Stardew Valley 1.6 is happening. That's not me predicting it. Like, we know it's happening. But my prediction is the Stardew Valley Renaissance. I think Stardew Valley has maintained its relevancy all throughout its life cycle, but I think that with cozy gaming becoming more and more popular, so many players have never been exposed to Stardew Valley, and honestly, they might not know where to start with it. So I do think this 1.6 update will revitalize Stardew Valley. Specifically, I think we're going to see a lot of content about it. I think that's going to want to get more people in on it for either the first time or people who have loved the game but have put it aside to go try new things. I think everyone's going to be coming back to Stardew Valley this year, and I'm really excited about it. Now, going right off of that, let's talk about Haunted Chocolatier, which is the next game that is being worked on by the Stardew Valley developer, Concerned Ape. Now, Haunted Chocolatier has been teased that is in the works for a couple years now. Haunted Chocolatier definitely takes on the same style as Stardew Valley, but rather than running a farm, you're running a chocolate factory. And the game centers around you creating different kinds of chocolate. There is some combat and battle and a lot of foraging, as well as some of the things you already love that's in Stardew Valley, like all of the unique villagers, the ability to romance, and more. Now, I think so many people are interested in Haunted Chocolatier because it's different from anything we've seen before. At this point, we have a lot of farming games, but I can't count on my hand how many chocolate making games we have, as well as the aesthetic of this one feels a little bit darker. It kind of speaks to me even a little bit more than Stardew Valley does. So, people have been talking, when is this game going to release? My prediction is that Haunted Chocolatier will not release in 2024. I think that with everything going on with Stardew Valley this year, I think this is Concerned Ape tying a bow on Stardew Valley a little bit. Not only do we have this 1.6 update, we have the Stardew Valley concert, we have the Stardew Valley cookbook. There is so much going on with Stardew this year. I do not think we're going to see Haunted Chocolatier, but I do think we will get a release date this year and a new trailer. Even if it's a release date that is very far away, even if they tell us it's 2026 or late 2025, I'm okay with it. I think we're going to get a major update about Haunted Chocolatier this year, but I will be very surprised if we see a release date in 2024. Now let's talk about a game that is confirmed for 2024, and this is the game that I'm predicting to be the biggest cozy game of the year, and that game is Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time. In case you're unfamiliar with Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time, it is a game that was meant to come out in 2023, but it's now confirmed for Nintendo Switch in the summer of 2024. In the game, you get to live as you please in your own fantasy life. It's a cozy game where you live on an island and you get to pick your own profession. Now, there are different categories for what kind of job you can have. There's battle, where you can be a paladin, a mercenary, a magician, or a hunter. There are the gatherers, where you can be an angler, a miner, a woodcutter, or a farmer. And there's the creative roles, where you can be an alchemist, a tailor, a cook, a blacksmith, a carpenter, and even an artist. And you get to live on the island and create it to be however you like. Not only getting to customize your interior, but the entire exterior of the town, as well as being able to terraform the terrain to your liking. In addition to being able to customize the town, you'll also be able to uncover the island's secrets and engage in combat with fantastical creatures that you'll meet along the way. Now, Fantasy Life is not brand new. This is a new game, but Fantasy Life did exist on the DS. I never played it, but it was a wildly successful cozy game that so many people loved, and I'm predicting this game to be the most popular game of the year because I think in the cozy gaming space, we often compare so many games to Animal Crossing New Horizons and to Stardew Valley when usually they're not anything like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley. But this one, while it is different than Animal Crossing, I think Animal Crossing fans will like this game because of the terraforming, because the art style feels reminiscent to me of how Animal Crossing looks. Yes, there is battle and a little bit of combat in this one. I know it's not totally the same game, but I feel like the creative nature of this game is going to cater toward those players, and I think we've been in an Animal Crossing New Horizons drought for a long time, so having a super big Nintendo Switch game that feels similar but has its own unique aspects to it, I think it's going to really draw into new players. Fingers crossed it's really good and as good as everyone's hoping. I need to be an artist and I need to make my island how I want to make it, and I'm really excited about Fantasy Life. While we're talking about Nintendo, we of course have to talk about the biggest prediction of the year, I think, which is the new Nintendo Switch. Now listen, there are so many channels that like deep dive about Nintendo and they have super solid predictions based off of evidence, based off of facts. I give you this prediction based off of vibes. And that is that the new Nintendo console will be coming out this year in 2024. I think it's going to be late 2024, and I have no idea what it's going to look like. Some people are calling it the Switch number 2, and some people think it's going to actually look a little bit more like the DS. So imagine your Nintendo Switch, but like with another Nintendo Switch on top of it, like there's two screens. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it, but my only hopes for the new Nintendo Switch is that the performance runs better so we can run some heftier games and that we just see more cozy game releases on Switch. I'm so tired of having so many cozy games that are only PC and then everybody gets mad at me in the comments because the game's not available on Switch. So definitely one of the biggest predictions this year, but I think this one is going to come true. Going along with that, I think when the Switch 2 or potential other name of the new Nintendo console comes out, I think we are going to see a big cozy game release along with it pretty much right off the bat. I think there is the potential for them to give us a new version of a classic Nintendo cozy game that so many of us have been begging for, which is Nintendogs. I feel like Nintendogs would be such a great way to incorporate a cozy option for their first couple games that they put out on this new console. But if not, I also wouldn't put it past them to potentially make ports for all of the old Animal Crossing games. I would love to see that personally, so I'm predicting that with the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 or whatever it's called, we'll also see either a brand new cozy game or a revisitation of a classic cozy game right along with it. Now let's talk about Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing New Horizons, the latest Animal Crossing game, came out in 2020. It's 2024 now, so it's been a long time. And while I know there have been longer stretches between the Animal Crossing games, it's no secret that Animal Crossing New Horizons kind of blew up exponentially and insanely. And these players, I'm speaking for myself, have been patient. Not everyone's been patient. I've been patient. I've been so patient. And the game being totally finished for so long, it's about time for something new. I think the next Animal Crossing game will not be releasing in 2024, but I think we're getting a teaser for it and potentially a release date. I do not think under any circumstance Nintendo is going to drop whatever the next Animal Crossing game is this year. I think 2025 is like a pretty number for it. I think this year we're going to get like a graphic with like Tom Nook or Isabel's face, and it's gonna say 2025. That's my prediction. We get some kind of teaser and some kind of just confirmation that yes, the next game is happening and it's going to happen sooner than we think. But again, this might be delusion. And my final prediction for 2024 has absolutely no evidence whatsoever. It's just something that I think should absolutely happen. And that is that somebody makes a cozy game convention. Now, there are so many different gaming conventions in the gaming industry. I've actually never had the chance to go to any of them as I am still new in my gaming content creation journey, but hopefully maybe this year. I think with the rise of cozy gaming, I would love to see someone put on a game convention that is tailored for cozy games. And I actually don't think this is very far-fetched at all, because there are tons of conventions that cater just toward indie games, and so many of the indie games that go to these conventions are already cozy games. Now, I'm delusional, but I would love to see like Wholesome Games, who puts on the Wholesome Direct and the Wholesome Snack Awards. I feel like we need Wholesome Con. Right? Like, imagine a gaming convention full of your favorite cozy games that you already love, as well as the chance to try so many new ones, buy all of the cozy game apparel and the merch. There's cute little places to take aesthetic photos. I feel like this is the moment. We sell Switch accessories and we have good vibes. Can somebody make this happen? It's my prediction that somebody will, or at least it'll be something that is in the works, because I think that cozy gaming is really trendy and really cool right now, and I think that it would be kind of smart for someone to make a convention to take my money for it, because I will give all of the money to make that happen pretty much. And there you have it. Those are my cozy game predictions for 2024. I have to hear your thoughts. Keep in mind, the predictions are just for fun. Nothing is too serious. And we also have no confirmation on like any of the things. But I want to hear your craziest and wild predictions for cozy gaming in 2024 down below. And let me know what you thought of my predictions. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to click the lovely little like button on your way out. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.